Mayor Grove, would you lead some prayer? I'm Methodist, so I don't have a good one. Anybody want to volunteer? Thank you, Sheriff.
Lord, thank you for another beautiful day, giving us live and serve you. Thank you for the body of commissioners, Lord. Give them wisdom and strength as they make decisions for the entire county. Thank you for blessing this county and go us throughout the rest of the week. Christ, we pray. Amen.
Remember to say from pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Mr. Simpkins.
Here.
Mr. Ledger.
Here.
Mr. McElwain.
Here.
Mr. Beatty.
Here.
Mr. Dawson.
Yeah.
Ms. Spicer. Mr. Buckner. Mr. Britt.
Here.
Mr. Petty.
Here.
Mr. Williams. Mr. Grove. Ms. Gray.
First order of business is approval of the minutes of the October 21st session. Motion by Commissioner Petty, second by Commissioner Buckner. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 2 is public comments. Anyone sign up for public comment? No public comments. Next item of business committee reports. Any committees to report? None. First item of business next is public hearing for zoning request from Maria Dills, tax map 113, parcel 7.02, 5.65 acres, 1541 Bakersworth Road, Burns, Tennessee, C2 General Commercial to A1 Agricultural 12th District. Mr. Darnell.
In June of 1991, Francis Dills had 1.19 acres of her property there on Bakersworth Road, had it rezoned from A1 to C2. At that time, the local radio station was going to put their tower there. Well, nothing ever happened. It's not there. She has since passed. Her daughter owns the property, and they're thinking about maybe splitting it. The problem is we know when it was rezoned and how much is rezoned, but we cannot find any recorded record of who the surveyor was or where it lays on the land. So to clean it up, we want to go back all to A1. That way it cleans it up legally and gives her the right to split it. That was approved by the Planning Commission at the October 10th meeting by a 9-0 vote.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Is there anyone here to speak on this? Anyone to speak on this property? Thank you, Mr. Darnell. Let the record show there's no one here to speak on that. First item of business under resolutions is quarterly financial reports, all school funds. Those are presented to you last month. Do you have any questions for Dr. Sutherland? If not, open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner Gray, second by Commissioner Ledger. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sutherland. Item number 2, quarterly financial reports, all funds except schools. Mr. Hall is here. He presented these to you 2 weeks ago. Are there any questions from Mr. Hall? Open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner Buckner, second by Commissioner Brett. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 3 is holiday schedule. We gave this to you out last meeting. These are the 12 holidays that we normally schedule. Any questions for me on that? Open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner McElwain, second by Commissioner Ledger. Any questions or discussion?
I do got a little discussion about this, and I know I've talked to y'all about it and a couple of y'all up here. And I'm gonna state the record and y'all do what you want, but I don't feel like there's any holiday that anybody should ever have to work Easter. And it brought to my attention that our landfill employees work Easter, the one that works the convenience sites. So that's up to you. I just don't feel like anybody should have to work on Easter. That's all I got to say.
Thank you. Any other question, discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item, landfill tipping fees. I'd like to move that if there's no objection to the December agenda. Seeing no objection, it's moved. Item number 5, solid waste fee to match property tax relief. Mr. Reagan, would you hit that one?
Right. So the sanitation board considered and took up and voted on at a prior meeting to provide tax relief to the same individuals who are currently receiving property tax relief right now through the trustee's office. And so what's before you tonight is a resolution to approve and ratify that decision by the sanitation board. And again, what will happen procedurally is if someone has qualified for tax relief through the trustee's office, then the sanitation board then will charge half of the sanitation fee, the solid waste fee, $5 right now, half of the $10 to those same individuals who have qualified.
Commissioner Ledger, is that your motion? Thank you. Second by Commissioner McElwain. Any questions or discussion?
On this area, can we table this till we get through this other part? I mean, do we have to vote on this? Because this is going to be a deduction on the budget from the landfill, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, so won't that make a difference when we get this other done? So can't we put that off till December?
You have a motion and a second to approve this. So you can take whatever vote you like at this point. Any other questions, discussion?
I may need to ask, what is that qualification? I just had a phone call this week. Is it for that? Does anybody happen to know that number? I mean, I can get it later, but I just had a call this week. Want to know what that number was, but somebody said it was 30,000. I don't know if it's.
It is close to that range. I can't tell you exactly. They've got a nice little poster up.
Do it. If I can get it to open. So for elderly, you have to be 65 on or before December 31st of 2004. You have to own your home and use it as your primary residence. You have to provide annual income from all sources, and it's a max of $36,370 for your 2023 income, and maximum market value on which the tax relief is calculated is $31,800. So that's for elderly. For disabled, you have to have been disabled on or before 12/31/2024, own your own home, provide income information. It's the same numbers, 36,000. Then you have disabled veterans. You must own your own home, use it as your primary residence. You have to complete a form. It's a maximum market value in which tax relief is calculated is 175,000. And then there's widower of a disabled veteran. Same process there. And what happens is the applications get submitted through the trustee's office, as I understand it. And then the state actually assists in that process to determine eligibility.
36,000 set by us or by the state?
State.
Okay, so they said that.
It
Okay.
is. Yeah. And there's the comptroller puts out a little brochure that the trustee's office can hand out to folks that has all that information in it. Yes.
Any other questions? You have a proper motion and a second for the approval on this. Any other question or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 6 is agreement between Greater Nashville Regional Council and the county. This is for the $100,000 broadband grant. Typically, we wouldn't do this, but it has to be administered more than a year. And so any contract I sign that has to be approved for every year. It's 100% grant. There's no matching from the county. Open the floor for motion. Motion by Commissioner Spicer, second by Commissioner Petty. Any other questions or discussion?
I have one.
Yes.
How often do we use GNRC? Because we use them for other things too, don't we?
Yes. Remember GNRC, we pay an annual fee to belong to that. All the county mayors are officers of GNRC. So it's dependent on what you're doing. We are not using them for planning services right now. We're using an independent third party. Amanda Harrington is one doing the reviews for Mr. Darnell on that. But we engaged GNRC to do different things. This grant in particular was the state of Tennessee told us we had to use our development district, which there's 9 of them across the state, and GNRC's ours. So they're getting 6% of the $100,000 grant to administer this. Thank you. Any other questions or discussion? That motion a second on that, didn't it? Okay, good. There's no other question, discussion. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 7 is SIA Canterbury project. This is get your approval again to apply for a state industrial access grant. It's 100% grant. If we receive it, it will pave what is known as Adcock Cemetery Road from front to the end of the project. We have to get your approval to apply. There's no county match required in this. Open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner Ledger, second by Commissioner Grove. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Under other business, the first one is a rezoning request for Maria Dills, tax map 113, parcel 7.02, 5.65 acres, 1541 Bakersworth Road, Burns, Tennessee, C2 General Commercial to A1 Agricultural, 12th District. This is to vote and to move it on to the meeting 30 days from now. Open floor for motion. Motion by Commissioner Gray, second by Commissioner Petty. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item, approval notaries, Madam Clerk.
Lynn Bobby, Chelsea Brown, Madison Burkett, Kayla Fisher, Nicole Fisher, Michaelina Flom, Andrea Hayes, Amanda Johnson, Christy Jones, Dr. Robert Long, Barbie Phillips, Sarah Reeves, Jonathan Sutton.
Thank you. Motion by Commissioner Britt, second by Commissioner Beatty. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Under announcements, Dr. Sutherland's here tonight. She has laying out here on the table drawings of the CTE building. I'm sure she'll be glad to stay and to discuss those with you. On the commercial tipping fee, we have tonight Mr. Ken Naif, the chairman of the Solid Waste Board, and with him is Jackie Fayette. Her new last name, I'm sorry. She is your business operation manager. She's the one that handles the money out there. So they will be glad to stay and discuss with you any questions you may have about the commercial tipping fee on that. Announcements. Anybody have any other announcements they'd like to make? Yes, Commissioner.
Meet Thursday at 5 o'clock at the extension office.
Excellent. Any other announcements? Yes, Commissioner.
Wednesday morning, they're going to have the groundbreaking out at the new education center, higher education center at Natchez. I'm sure everybody got information on that. But anyhow, that's going to be a good project for this county. It's going to be really good. So anyhow.
Good. Commissioner Williams.
I just wanted to say, so I have entered the 21st century. I have high-speed internet that's got hooked up by Ignite this week. And so thank you and a lot of the elected officials in this county and the cities and all the board members of the Dickson Electric for making this happen.
Thank you. I'll make sure we pass the word to them. Any other announcements? Hearing none, next regular session meeting will be on Monday, December 16th, 2024 at 7 p.m. in the Beefordale Booty Reed Jr. County Commission Chamber, the Dickson County Administration Building, 4 Court Square, Charlotte, Tennessee. Have a motion second adjourn. Thank you.